The screen is filled with a Polaroid of a dead man lying in a pool of blood. As we watch, the colors begin to undevelop. The photo turns white. The blood on the floor flows upward, defying gravity, back into the skull of the man. A shell casing leaps from the ground into the chamber of a chrome 9mm pistol. Leonard Shelby, a man with bleached hair and a tan suit, is seen holding the gun. The dead man, Teddy, undies for a split second before the film cuts. We are watching the timeline move backward. This is the end of the story, played in reverse to establish the now. We transition to Leonard in room 21 of the Discount Inn. He is alone, surrounded by a complex system of post-it notes and Polaroids. He wakes up with no idea where he is. He looks at his own skin. It's a roadmap of his life. Tattoos cover his chest and arms, declaring facts about the man who killed his wife. He meets Bert, the motel clerk. Through their repetitive, cyclical dialogue, we see the tragedy of Leonard's condition. He has already had this conversation 5 times today. Bert realizes Leonard won't remember, so he reveals he's renting Leonard 2 rooms just to make extra money. Leonard's world is a series of resets where everyone else has the upper hand. In a frantic sequence, Leonard is seen running through a trailer park. He looks around, confused. He sees a man, Dodd, running nearby. Leonard thinks, okay, I'm chasing him. He starts to close the gap. Then Dodd pulls out a gun and fires. Leonard ducks behind a car, realizing, no, he's chasing me. The scene plays out with no context for the audience, mirroring Leonard's panic. He eventually manages to ambush Dodd in a hotel bathroom, tying him up and shoving him into a closet. Leonard leaves the room, closes the door, and within seconds, he has forgotten Dodd exists. When he re-enters the room and finds the closet door shaking, he is genuinely terrified of the stranger he himself captured. Intercut with the main story are grainy black and white sequences. These move forward in time. Leonard is sitting in a motel room talking on the phone to an unknown caller. He tells the story of Sammy Jankis, a man he investigated as an insurance agent. Sammy had the same memory condition. Leonard, ever the professional, used logic to deny the claim, believing Sammy's issue was mental, not physical. We see Sammy's wife, desperate for her husband to return to her, testing him with her insulin. She asks for her shot, then turns the clock back and asks again and again. Sammy, unable to remember he just gave her the medicine, administers a triple overdose. She slips into a coma and dies while Sammy sits by, smiling vacantly. Leonard meets Natalie, a cocktail waitress in a bar. She tests his memory by spitting in a glass of beer and giving it to him minutes later. He drinks it without hesitation. The scene shifts to her house. Natalie begins a verbal assault. She mocks Leonard's dead wife and calls him a freak. She knows he can't remember, so she uses him as a punching bag for her own frustrations. Leonard snaps and punches her in the face. She storms out. Leonard frantically searches for a pen to record the fact that she is dangerous. He fails. When she returns minutes later, crying and claiming Dodd hit her, Leonard, seeing her bruised face, vows to protect her. He becomes her handmade assassin, unaware he is the one who caused the bruises. Leonard drives to a remote field. He has a paper bag filled with his wife's things, a clock, a book, her hairbrush. He sets them on fire. He is trying to create a ritual of closure. As the flames grow, the camera lingers on his face. He is trying to feel the weight of the moment, but the look in his eyes suggests he's already losing the why. He is burning the only physical evidence of his love so that he can stay focused on the facts of his hate. The black and white sequence finally transitions into color as Leonard touches a photograph. The two paths of the movie collide at an abandoned mill. Leonard ambushes Jimmy Grants, a drug dealer he believes is John G. He strangles him and takes his clothes and his car. Teddy arrives on the scene. He is calm, almost bored. As Leonard tries to piece together the evidence, Teddy drops the bombshell. Jimmy wasn't the killer. Leonard has killed the wrong John G. In fact, Teddy reveals that Leonard killed the real John G. over a year ago. Teddy even took a picture of Leonard standing over the body, smiling. But Leonard forgot. In a brutal monologue, Teddy tears down Leonard's reality. He tells Leonard that Sammy Jankis didn't have a wife. Sammy was a fraud. The insulin story? That was Leonard's life. Leonard's wife survived the original attack, and Leonard was the one who accidentally killed her because he couldn't remember the last shot. Leonard's system is revealed to be a defense mechanism. He created Sammy so he could blame his wife's death on someone else's tragedy. He keeps hunting John G's because he needs a reason to keep living, and Teddy has been using Leonard's condition to help him take out criminals for over a year. Leonard stands by his car looking at Teddy. He realizes that in a few minutes, he will forget this entire confession. He looks at his Polaroid of Teddy. He has a choice: accept the truth and live in guilt, or create a new mission. He looks at Teddy's license plate. He writes it down. He writes a note on Teddy's picture. He is the one. Kill him. He chooses to set himself on a collision course with Teddy. He drives to a tattoo parlor, the license plate number gripped in his hand, ready to ink a lie onto his ribs that will lead his future self to commit a murder. The film ends with Leonard driving his new car, which belonged to the man he just killed. He closes his eyes for a second, feeling the wind. He tells himself he has to believe the world exists, even when he can't remember it. The screen fades to black as he pulls up to the tattoo shop. The loop is closed. By the time he steps out of the car, the truth Teddy told him is gone. He is once again a hero on a quest for justice, unaware that he is the villain of his own story. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more script-style deep dives. See you in the next one.